First part's last question was why categorize? A disease is a disease, but we have categorized them as viral disease, bacterial disease, protozoan disease, worm disease, etc. Why are we categorizing? There are many reasons. First reason is academic purpose, to study, and human being studies his environment. Nobody else does that but human beings. So for research and development. Second reason is every microorganism is different from each other. A virus does not have a cell membrane, and a bacteria has a cell membrane, and it's a big difference because if we can create a chemical which destroys the cell membrane or does not allow the cell membrane to be formed, then we can kill the bacteria. But because viruses just does not have cell membrane, that medicine is useless. So doctors need to categorize so that correct medicine can be given, because antiviral medicine does not work as antibacterial medicines and vice versa. So quickly go through this paragraph of textbook. Common examples of diseases caused by viruses are common cold, influenza, dengue, AIDS. Next, diseases like typhoid, fever, cholera, TB, tuberculosis, and anthrax are caused by bacteria. Many common skin infections are caused by fungi. Protozoa is a family of microbes which cause diseases like malaria and Kala-Azar. And intestinal infections are created by worms. Also, elephantiasis is caused by different worms. So the list which we also saw last time, and because there are so many different agents of infection, we have to categorize them. Imagine, can you kill a mosquito with a sword? तलवार से मच्छर मार सकते हो? नहीं. And can you kill a dinosaur with small stones? Impossible. पत्थर मार के डायनासोर नहीं मरेगा. What rubbish sentence is this? This is just to tell you that to kill your enemy, every enemy is different, and I think the video games teaches you in the best possible manner that every opponent is different, and to kill that opponent you need different weapons, and that different weapons are medicines. Why do we need different medicines and different weapons? Because all organisms are different, and hence their treatment is also different. For example, number one, virus lives inside the host cell, whereas bacteria lives outside the host cell. तो बैक्टीरिया को मारना है तो हम मार सकते हैं क्योंकि वो सेल के बाहर है, बट वायरस को मारने जाएंगे तो पहले हमारा सेल मर जाएगा. इट्स लिविंग इनसाइड आवर सेल. दैट्स वाई वायरल डिसीजेज आर डिफिकल्ट टू हैंडल, बिकॉज वायरस को मारने के चक्कर में हमारे खुद के सेल्स मर सकते. इमेजिन कि मच्छर मेरी उंगली पे बैठा है और मैं तलवार लेके मच्छर मार रहा हूँ. मच्छर को कुछ नहीं होगा, उंगली कट जाएगी. सेकेंड important different point is virus, bacteria and fungi, they multiply quickly, which means सुबह 9 बजे अगर वायरल या बैक्टीरियल या फंगल इन्फेक्शन हुआ तो रात को 10 बजे तक यू विल फील द सिम्टम्स. बट वर्म्स दे मल्टीप्लाई very slowly. So if you feel that you have little bit of cough and cold, you should rush to the doctor, because by the time it is evening the infection can become severe. But if you feel that there are worms inside your intestine or stomach, you don't need to rush to the doctor bhag ke jaake, because the worms grow slowly. You have a lot of time, you can go in a day or two. So urgency is different. Bacteria, they all are related to each other. सब बैक्टीरिया एक दूसरे के cousins हैं, which means if you make a medicine to kill one bacteria, you can kill any other bacteria with the same medicine, क्योंकि सारे बैक्टीरिया सिमिलर होते हैं. बट वायरस में ऐसा नहीं है. Viruses, all the viruses are different, and therefore we have medicine for many viruses, but AIDS virus का कोई medicine नहीं है. It's been more than 50 years we are trying to find a medicine for AIDS virus to kill the AIDS virus, but we cannot because all viruses are different. जबकि बैक्टीरिया को मारना है तो कोई भी एंटीबायोटिक लो, बैक्टीरिया मर जाएगा. And that's why we are making different medicines for different category of organism, because one drug cannot work for other organism. It works for only one particular family of organism. Let's discuss how do antibiotics work against bacteria. Antibiotic, बायोटिक का जनरल मीनिंग होता है लाइफ, बट एंटीबायोटिक में बायोटिक का मतलब होता है बैक्टीरिया, बैक्टीरिया के खिलाफ. एंड हाउ डज दिस वर्क इज समथिंग लाइक दिस. व्हेन अ बैक्टीरिया इज टेकिंग बर्थ, हाउ डज बैक्टीरिया टेक बर्थ? आई विल शो यू. दिस इज वन बैक्टीरिया. आफ्टर फ्यू आवर्स it becomes a bigger bacteria because it's eating, growing in size. After few hours, it becomes an even bigger bacteria, and then it starts to divide and change its shape. और फाइनली यहाँ से कट पड़ेगा and it will divide it into two small bacteria. How is this possible? वो बाद में देखेंगे 10th standard में. But it was impossible for two baby bacteria to take birth. These two are daughter cells. Babies नहीं बोलते हैं, daughters बोलते हैं. And this was the mother cell. So mother divides into two daughter, and daughter will become adults and again divide into two. But all this was possible because they had cell membrane. And antibiotic, what does it do? वो cell membrane बनने ही नहीं देता, गायब. Cell membrane नहीं बनेगी, बैक्टीरिया पैदा ही नहीं होगा. So it stops making cell membrane for the bacteria. So let's go through the paragraph. Bacteria make cell wall for themselves. Antibiotic penicillin blocks that process of building the cell wall, and hence the bacteria dies without the cell wall. तो ये हमारे सेल्स को परेशान नहीं करेगा? नहीं, because human cells don't make cell walls. So I said cell membrane in the previous drawing. It is cell wall. You see the textbook paragraph, cell wall, and the bacteria will die easily without a cell wall. तो यही दवाई वायरस के लिए भी यूज कर लो? नहीं कर सकते. क्यों? बिकॉज वायरस के पास सेल वॉल है ही नहीं. वायरस डज नॉट हैव एनी सेल वॉल. Then how will you stop making cell wall for itself? And therefore antibiotics are useless against virus. Penicillin is one example. Streptomycin, azithromycin, erythromycin, बहुत सारे एंटीबायोटिक्स होते हैं अलग अलग पावर के, which we keep taking to avoid infection from bacteria. Means of spread. How does microorganisms spread from one person to another person or one place to another person? Let's check that out. Those organisms which spread diseases, they are called communicable diseases, which spread from one place to another. The first possibility of them transferring is through air. Sneeze, छींका, cough, deep breathing, small droplets come out from your mouth. Even while speaking, sometimes small drops come out from your mouth, and these small drops contain the small viruses and bacteria which transfers the disease. Disease like common cold, influenza એટલે flu, and tuberculosis. How to prevent? Cover your mouth, cover your nose. Second category of transfer of bacteria is through water. And how does water spread bacteria? It happens maximum when excreta of animal or human mixes with water. तुम्हारे पीने का पानी जो नदी में है, कुएं में है, टंकी में है, कहीं भी है, if by mistake it mixes with excretory material of animals and humans, and our digestive system and excretory material has lot of bacteria, dangerous disease causing bacteria, और वो अगर पानी के साथ मिक्स हुआ तो डिसीज होगी. डिसीज लाइक कॉलेरा, विच यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, वाटर बेस्ड डिसीज. खराब पानी पीने से कॉलेरा होता है. द थर्ड कैटेगरी हाउ डिसीज कैन स्प्रेड इज STD, sexually transmitted disease. Means only sexual contact will transmit the disease, transfer from one person to another. And sexual contact that does not include handshake, hug, sports, wrestling. कुश्ती करना, साथ में खेलना, हग करना, शेक हैंड करना, साथ में रहना, खाना पीना, उसको सेक्सुअल कांटेक्ट नहीं कहते हैं और उससे ये डिसीज ट्रांसफ़र नहीं होती है. तो कैसे होती है? फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज सेक्सुअल फिजिकल कांटेक्ट. सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज ब्लड टू ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन. ट्रांसफ्यूजन मतलब I donate blood and somebody else takes the blood. Blood transfer. And that keeps on happening when the patient is not well. Disease can enter that patient's body जो blood दे रहा है. Mother to unborn baby. The baby which is in the womb of the mother can catch diseases through the mother directly. That's a sexually transmitted disease. And breastfeeding milk. If a young child is drinking the milk of the mother and if mother has an infection, the child can get the infection. So there are limited ways of how you can catch a sexually transmitted disease like AIDS. Next category how disease is spread is through animals. And when I say animals, I don't mean cats and dogs. Mainly it is mosquitoes, insects. And they are called vectors. Pardon for the spelling mistake. Vector, VECTOR. Vector means an agent which transfers the microorganism creating a disease. तो मुझे मलेरिया हुआ, तो मेरे खून में मलेरिया का पैरासाइट है. A mosquito comes and bites me. When the mosquito is drinking my blood, the malaria parasite also goes into mosquito. मॉस्किटो तो मेरा खून पी के चला गया. अब मॉस्किटो किसी और के ऊपर बैठा है and is drinking his blood. During that process, the mosquito transfers my malarial parasite to other person's body. And that's why it is called a vector. Vector means something which will transfer the disease. जब हम हजाम के पास जाते हैं हेयर कट के लिए, शेविंग के लिए, ब्यूटी पार्लर जाते हैं, every time the person who is touching your skin with a blade, he has to change the blade. One person, one blade and throw it. Why? Because blade is a vector. If I have some disease and they remove my hair with a blade, that blade contains virus or bacteria from my body. Therefore, the blade should be thrown and not reused. Example of vector is a simple mosquito or even a dog. कुत्ता जब काटता है तो रेबीज करके एक बैक्टीरिया होता है which gets transferred to your body and you can catch that disease. So to quickly summarize, there are 4 ways, there are many, but textbook में 4 जरिए लिखे हैं how disease can spread: air, water, STD and animals. And you can see this diagram explains the same thing very well. First look at the left side diagram. this is just to tell you that when a person sneezes, how far the sneeze can travel. This is 2 meters away, this is 4 meters away, and this is as high as 5 meters away. तो जब तुम छींकते हो 5 मीटर दूर ड्रॉप्स गिर सकते हैं, and therefore you have to cover your mouth before sneezing or coughing. Otherwise you are spreading virus, which is not good for everybody. And the other diagram is easier, and let's study it one by one. How an infected person is spreading the disease to a healthy person. Number one, direct contact. डायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट में सेक्सुअली ट्रांसमिटेड डिसीज आता है, एसटीडी. लेकिन उसमें तो कहा था कि शेक हैंड से नहीं ट्रांसफ़र होता है, शेक हैंड से सर्दी खांसी ट्रांसफ़र होती है. एंड सेक्सुअल ट्रांसमिटेड डिसीज इज थ्रू सेक्सुअल कॉन्टैक्ट. सो बेसिकली फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट, यू कम इन कॉन्टैक्ट फिजिकली क्लोज, you get the disease. Second option is by air. जिसको डिसीज है उसने खांसा छीका एक्सेट्रा, तो हवा से तुमको आ गया. थर्ड इज इनडायरेक्ट कॉन्टैक्ट, वेर यू कम इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद द क्लोथ्स और यूटेंसिल्स और थिंग्स ऑफ द पर्सन. इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन का फोन लेके भी बात की तो तुम्हारे ऊपर वायरस बैक्टीरिया आ सकता है. देन फोन्स आर यूज्ड एवरीवेयर बाय एवरीबॉडी, सो ट्राई not to share phone if the other person is infected. Third, by food. If you eat food with a person who has a disease, then you can get infection. Mosquitoes and insects. Infected person को काटने के बाद अगर मॉस्किटो तुम्हें काटता है तो high chances that you will catch the disease. And last option is a rabid animal. मीन्स ऐसा एनिमल जिसको रेबीज है. इसमें कैट, डॉग, इवन माउस विच कैन बाइट यू comes in this category, through which diseases are transferred. So direct contact, air, indirect contact, food, mosquito, animals, etc. Organ specific and tissue specific manifestation. Specific and special infections and point of entry. In this topic, we are going to understand कि कुछ चीज़ें, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स या कुछ डिसीजेस कुछ ही बॉडी पार्ट्स में होती है. एंड थिंक, नंबर वन, थिंक, कैन यू हैव हेडेक इन हैंड्स? હાથમાં માથું દુખે છે, ઇમ્પોસિબલ. कैन यू हैव कफ एंड कोल्ड इन स्टमक? टीचर को बोलो, टीचर व्हाई वर यू एब्सेंट yesterday? Oh, I had cough and cold. Impossible. Can you have loose motions in ears? Impossible. Asthma in kidneys or stones in brains? No. Stones are in kidneys. Asthma is in lungs and loose motion is in digestive system. You cannot mix and match because some specific infections are created in some locations only. So here we are going to study that which kind of infection happens where, why, how it is spread, etc. तो टेक्स्ट बुक में एक लंबा चौड़ा डिस्कशन है, उसका ये परफेक्ट समरी है, वेयर द फर्स्ट पार्ट इज पॉइंट ऑफ एंट्री. बैक्टीरिया, वायरस, प्रोटोजोआ या माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कहाँ से एंटर करता है. एंटर करने के बाद वो अपना अड्डा कहाँ जमाता है, शरीर के अंदर कहाँ पहुँचता है, पहुँचने के बाद किस प्रकार का इन्फेक्शन क्रिएट होता है, और इन्फेक्शन क्रिएट होने के बाद कौन सी डिसीज होती है. सो दिस वी विल सी इन अ स्पेसिफिक ऑर्डर. Number one, a bacteria from air enters the nose, travels to the lungs, and what it can cause? TB. Of course, वो बैक्टीरिया TB का होना चाहिए. तो nose is the point of entry, lungs is the place of residence, the infection is tuberculosis or the disease is TB. from air, but this time via mouth. और मुंह से जनरली लंग्स में नहीं, पेट में जाता है. खाना खाते तो पेट में जाता है ना, लंग्स में जाता है. सो फ्रॉम द एयर वाया माउथ it goes into the gut એટલે the stomach or digestive system, then it will create a condition called typhoid. It's a disease. From air via mouth it can go to the liver. गट मतलब डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम से टर्न मारोगे तो एक तरफ लीवर होता है, और लीवर में घुस गया तो टाइफॉइड की जगह जॉन्डिस हो जाएगा. Another option, from one human via sexual organs to the lymph node, which causes AIDS. So this is person A, this is person B. This person has AIDS. Through him, the AIDS virus can go to this person. This person where? In the lymph nodes, and causes which disease? AIDS. And how did the virus take entry in this person? Through sexual organs. Through a mosquito, via a bite. Mosquito jare करडे. When the mosquito bites, it punctures your skin and it digs deep inside your blood, and therefore the bacteria virus reaches the blood. From blood, it travels through your body and reaches liver or RBC, and whenever it reaches liver or RBC, it causes malaria. Another option, mosquito bites you, the parasite or bacteria or virus goes to the blood, and from the blood, instead of liver and RBC, it goes up to the brain, and if something reaches the brain, that disease is called encephalitis. So remember this particular slide. There's a long discussion in textbook, but this is the perfect crux, short summary कि किसके थ्रू, कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच के कौन सी डिसीज क्रिएट करता है, वायरस, बैक्टीरिया, फंगस एक्सेट्रा. And when it creates a disease, there are very specific and special signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms are very very specific depending on bacteria kahan hai. So let us see that. Number 1, if the infection is in the lungs, then what are the signs and symptoms? Cough, breathlessness. If the infection is in the liver, then jaundice, means yellow skin, yellow eyes, yellow urine, फीका पड़ जाना, हेमोग्लोबिन कम हो जाना, etc. If the infection is brain, then headache, vomiting, fits, unconsciousness, बेभान થઈ જવું. અને fit આવી मतलब एक तरह का अटैक आता है, पैनिक अटैक, where froth comes out from your mouth and you are kind of semi paralyzed for 2 minutes. It's a bad thing to happen, and if it happens, it means there is a problem in your brain. खुद डॉक्टर मत बनना, कुछ हुआ और बस brain. Go to the doctor, he will tell you what's the problem, and if the infection is in stomach, then definitely you will have loose motion या उसका उल्टा constipation. So कहाँ problem है वो signs और symptoms से पता चलता है. How does your body fight with diseases? One word answer, immunity. और immunity कहाँ से आती है? One word answer, WBC. And WBC का full form क्या है? 3 word answer, white blood cell. These cells kill the disease causing microbe. These WBCs can kill bacteria, virus, protozoa, fungus, etc. whenever they enter our body and try to harm. But sometimes the WBCs are defeated. Bacteria, virus wins. हो गई डिसीज, हो गई सर्दी खांसी, अब भुगतो, कीधुं तू ठंडू पानी नहीं पीवा. This process of recruiting WBC is called inflammation, which also causes swelling, pain, fever. So now understand one thing. Whenever there is an infection in your body is trying to fight with that infection. WBCs, your soldiers are trying to fight with the infection, and the entire body helps the WBCs. How? Number one, by raising the temperature of the body. जैसे किसी स्पेसिफिक लोकेशन पे इन्फेक्शन पकड़ में आता है कि यहाँ पे बैक्टीरिया का पूरा आर्मी है और WBC स्टार्ट गैदरिंग, दे बिल्ड देयर आर्मी, पूरे शरीर में WBC होते हैं एंड दे स्टार्ट गैदरिंग एट वन प्लेस टू स्टार्ट अ बैटल विद द बैक्टीरिया और वायरस. दैट इज कॉल्ड इन्फ्लेमेशन, गैदरिंग ऑफ WBCs. ऐसे कैसे WBC गैदर हो जाते हैं? उनके पास पैर है? नो. केमिकल सिग्नल्स आर सेंट सो दैट ब्लड स्टार्ट्स टू फ्लो. सपोज मेरे को यहाँ पे एक पिंपल हो गया. नाउ पिंपल इज अ बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन. देयर इज लॉट ऑफ बैक्टीरिया सिटिंग देयर, एक्ने जिसको बोलते हैं. सो WBC इज आइडेंटिफाई दैट देयर इज लॉट ऑफ बैक्टीरिया हियर, लेट्स स्टार्ट गैदरिंग अराउंड. एंड व्हेन दे स्टार्ट गैदरिंग अराउंड, हाउ डू दे ट्रैवल? थ्रू ब्लड. तो बहुत सारा ब्लड आता है, और जब बहुत सारा ब्लड आता है तो वो लाल हो जाता है. जब बहुत सारा ब्लड आता है वो थोड़ा सा ऊपर आ जाता है, एंड दैट्स कॉल्ड इन्फ्लेमेशन. सोजी. एंड इन्फ्लेमेशन इज अ गुड थिंग. सोजी जो हाथ में आगे जोड़ती है એટલે આમ ફૂલી જાય. It's a good thing. It means that your immunity is working hard to bring your body back to normal. તો થોડોક સોજો આવે તો આવવા દેવાનો. It's a natural process. Fever is a natural process. The second way which the body helps is raising the temperature. ગરમ ટેમ્પરેચરમાં બેક્ટેરિયા અને વાયરસ સ્લો પડી જાય, and therefore we have best chance to win. So whenever you have some infection and if you feel little feverish, તાવને દબાવવાનો નહીં. બુખાર को દબા મત દો, દવા મત લો. Let it come for 1 or 2 days and see, you will automatically feel good, because fever is a defense mechanism. Fever is an automatic way to fight with the bacteria or virus. एक तरफ बॉडी टेम्परेचर बढ़ा रही है कि लेट्स प्रिपेयर एंड फाइट विद द बैक्टीरिया, दूसरी तरफ तुम मेटासिन, क्रोसिन, कॉम्बीफ्लैम गड़ गड़ के फीवर को दबा रहे हो. और फीवर को दबाना अच्छी बात नहीं है. यू आर नॉट हेल्पिंग योर इम्यूनिटी, यू आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग इट. I am not a doctor, but this is just a general suggestion. Always consult a doctor, but don't start popping pills on your own. अच्छा ताव આવે છે લે ગોળી લે. ના, તાવ આવવું એ એક સારી વસ્તુ છે for 1 or 2 days. That means your immunity is working well. What is AIDS and how does it work? AIDS और HIV को पहले समझते हैं. HIV's full form is Human Immunodeficiency Virus. एक ऐसा वायरस जो ह्यूमन की इम्यूनिटी को डेफिशिएंट बना देता है, कम कर देता है, इनफैक्ट जीरो कर देता है. HIV destroys the immunity of the person but does not kill the person. HIV वायरस से आदमी मरता नहीं है. HIV is an infection which only removes the immunity of the person. तो अब वो person बिना immunity के घूम रहा है because उसको AIDS है. So AIDS is a viral infection which destroys your immunity, but still you don't die. You can live a normal life. But the problem is, while living normal, you come across a trillion bacteria all the time, a trillion other viruses all the time, and this bacteria or virus, if they enter your body, they have a chance to kill you. रीजन इज तुम्हारे पास इम्यूनिटी नहीं है, तुम्हारे सोल्जर्स सो चुके परमानेंटली, एंड इफ यू जस्ट डू नॉट हैव सोल्जर्स, then even a small virus of cough and cold can kill you, and that's called AIDS. AIDS का full form है acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So AIDS में याद रखना HIV infection, which is human immunodeficiency virus, goes to your immune system, damages the immunity. Now a minor infection in day-to-day life will also become dangerous. You will have zero immunity, and therefore common cold suddenly becomes pneumonia and you can die. A minor gut infection, stomach upset, little bit, can become heavy diarrhea and you can start losing blood and die. And eventually the person dies with secondary infection. Technically, AIDS does not kill. It's the secondary infection. AIDS होने के बाद कुछ भी और हो गया तो तुम राम नाम हो जाओगे. और अगर एड्स की कोई दवाई तो है नहीं, थिंक हाउ कैन यू सेव योर सेल्फ. अगेन आई ऑलवेज यूज यू, आई कैन ऑल्सो यूज मी. यू मी से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. लेट्स से अ पर्सन हैज एड्स, ही वॉन्ट्स टू लिव लॉन्ग बट देर इज नो मेडिसिन. कैन यू थिंक कि इसको कैसे जिंदा रखा जाए, क्योंकि यहाँ टच करेगा वहाँ टच करेगा, सांस लेगा तो भी बैक्टीरिया जाएगा शरीर में. द आंसर इज 100% quarantine for entire life. He cannot come in contact with any person, any bacteria, any virus. His food has to be heavily cooked. वो कच्ची ककड़ी या गाजर नहीं खा सकता क्योंकि उसके अंदर बहुत सारे बैक्टीरिया होते हैं, and because he does not have immunity, he might not live. So this is one way where you can increase your life by just not coming in contact with a bacteria or virus. A small separate discussion, severe infection और mild infection. थोड़ा ताव बहु ताव, थोड़ी सर्दी बहु सर्दी, चक्का जाम. कैसे डिसाइड होता है the infection is severe or not? The severity of the infection depends on number of microbes. बैक्टीरिया का हमला हुआ है, क्यों? काम करते करते कट लग गया और कट लगते ही बैक्टीरिया एंटर्स द ब्लड. हाउ मेनी बैक्टीरिया एंटर्स, उससे सिवियरिटी डिसाइड होती है. इफ देर आर लेस बैक्टीरिया देन इट विल बी अ माइल्ड इन्फेक्शन, बट इफ देर आर मोर बैक्टीरिया देन इट विल बी अ सीवियर इन्फेक्शन. याद रखना नंबर ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, हाउ स्ट्रॉन्ग योर इम्यूनिटी इज. फिर बैक्टीरिया मैटर नहीं करते, कम हो के ज्यादा हो. If your immunity is strong, it will be a mild infection. If your immunity is weak, it will be a strong infection. So always remember to keep your immunity strong by eating foods which are good for immunity. Principles of treatment. जब तुम डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो तो ये पूरे चैप्टर में जो कुछ सीखा है वो सब डॉक्टर के वहाँ रिप्ले होता है. સાઇન્સ એન્ડ સિમ્ટમ્સ. ડૉક્ટર પેટ દુખે છે, માથું નથી દુખતું, ખાવાની ઈચ્છા નથી થતી, શરીર દુખે છે, આ થાય તે થાય છે. સાઇન્સ એન્ડ સિમ્ટમ્સ बताएं. डॉक्टर ब्लड टेस्ट करेगा, उसका रिपोर्ट आएगा. देन देर विल बी मेडिसिन्स गिवन टू यू, यू विल टेक द मेडिसिन्स, द इन्फेक्शन विल गो अवे. बट देर विल बी इन्फ्लेमेशन, सोजो आवશે, તાવ આવશે. Everything is going to happen when there is infection in your body. And how does a doctor treat you? What does a doctor do to help you as a patient is these two things which you have to by heart. The two strategies called principles of treatment. Doctor treatment देता है और वो treatment के दो rules हैं. The number one rule, reduce the effect of disease, and number two, kill the cause of disease. When I say reduce the effect of disease. What is the effect of disease? It can be loose motion, headache, body pain, वॉमिटिंग सेंसेशन एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. जो भी तकलीफ है वो तकलीफ को भगाओ. दैट्स द फर्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी सो दैट यू स्टार्ट फीलिंग बेटर. एंड सेकेंड is kill the microbe by giving an antibiotic or antiviral medicine. So एक तरफ तुमको ऐसी दवाई देंगे जिससे तुम्हें अच्छा लगे, सिर ना दुखे, लूज मोशन नहीं, हेडेक नहीं, दिस नहीं, दैट नहीं, you feel you're fit but still there is bacteria or virus in your body, and that has to be killed by giving another medicine which is called antibiotic. So there are always two methods or two strategies of treatment: reduce the effect of the disease and kill the cause of the disease. Can you guess the effect of disease? Cause and effect. Effect का मतलब होता है शरीर पे क्या असर पड़ेगा अगर इन्फेक्शन है तो. Inflammation is an effect. Signs, symptoms, effect. Headache, fever, लूज मोशन, ઇન્ફ્લેમેશન, સૂજી જવું એ એક ઇન્ડિકેશન છે, સાઇન એન્ડ સિમ્ટમ ઓર એફેક્ટ. બોડી પેન, સ્લીપલેસનેસ, પાણી છે, લાલ છે આંખો, વોમિટિંગ સેન્સેશન, etc. So દવાઈ નંબર 1 will be given to remove all this, but that does not remove the danger from your body. और असली डेंजर है द इन्फेक्शियस एजेंट, और उसको निकालने के लिए सेकेंड स्ट्रैटेजी या दवाई देते हैं टू रिमूव द फंगस, द वायरस, द वर्म, द बैक्टीरिया, और एक होना चाहिए और प्रोटोजोआ. Why is making antiviral medicine tougher than making antibacterial medicine? This is a small 1 or 2 mark question. Antiviral medicines are difficult, and we are already seeing in COVID-19 cases that it's not going to be easy to make the medicine for COVID-19 because it's a virus, and viruses have never been easy. Bacterias are always easy. ऐसा क्यों? वैसा ही है, biology है. So why? The reason is because viruses have few biochemical mechanisms of their own. Viruses have few biochemical mechanisms of their own. I mean, think about a human being. There are 1,000 ways how a human being can die. सांस रोक दो, मर जाएगा, मर जाएगा. हार्ट गया, मर जाएगा. So brain damage, person can die. Heart damage, person can die. Oxygen stop, person can die. खाना पीना बंद कर दो, eventually person will die. Blood flow stop कर दो, eventually person will die. Poison डाल दो, eventually person will die. There are 1,000 ways. But how to kill a person who doesn't have a brain, who doesn't have a heart, who doesn't breathe, जिसको poison का कोई असर नहीं होता, जिसके पास blood circulation नहीं है? ऐसे चीज को बोलते हैं वायरस. Virus does not have many biochemical processes. Breathing, eating, drinking, living, ये सब वायरस को लागू नहीं होता है, और इसलिए उसको मारना बहुत मुश्किल है. Because it does not have many biochemical mechanism of its own. Therefore, we don't know what to target, and hence making HIV medicine is also similarly tough. In fact, it will be surprising and interesting to know virus is the only thing which is dead and alive both. बाकी सब कुछ इस दुनिया में या तो dead है या alive है. A stone is a dead and I am alive. Stone cannot be alive, I can be dead or cannot be dead, but साथ में नहीं हो सकते. वायरस डेड भी है और अलाइव भी. If the virus is outside the cell in the environment, it's considered as dead. वो एक डब्बे की तरह पड़े रहेगा. But if it enters the cell somehow, it becomes alive and starts capturing your body. जब तक बाहर है तब तक ये पेन की तरह है, बट अगर वो बॉडी में घुस गया तो अचानक वो जाग जाएगा. वायरस आर वेरी डिफरेंट and hence they are between the dead and the alive. And last topic, principles of prevention. Prevention का मतलब stop करना है. How do you stop catching a disease? First, prevent exposure, and this is so true right now in today's world. How do you prevent yourself from catching the deadly coronavirus? First option is जनरल मेथड. प्रिवेंट एक्सपोजर. दूर रहो, अपने आप को वायरस के सामने लाने ही मत दो. इसलिए लॉकडाउन वॉज द सोल्यूशन. डोंट गो एनीवेयर. एंड सेकेंड इज स्पेसिफिक मेथड विच डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम केस टू केस. तुम्हें कौन सी डिसीज से बचना है उसके ऊपर एक स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रैटेजी होती है. हाउ डू यू प्रिवेंट? लेट्स लुक एट जनरल मेथड्स फर्स्ट. जनरल मेथड टू प्रिवेंट एक्सपोजर टू एन एयरबॉर्न डिसीज. हवा में डिसीज है, तुम्हें बचना है तो क्या करोगे? डोंट गो टू क्राउडेड एरियाज. योर लिविंग स्पेस मस्ट बी मोर. छोटी जगह में बहुत सारे लोग रहोगे तो नेचुरली यू विल गेट एयरबॉर्न डिसीज. बट इफ यू वांट टू सेव योर सेल्फ फ्रॉम अ वाटरबॉर्न डिसीज, पानी वाली डिसीज से बचना है, सिंपल, फिल्टर योर वाटर प्रॉपरली, ड्रिंक clean water. That's as easy. Vector borne disease से बचना है. You want to prevent exposure to a vector borne disease. Vector मतलब मच्छर, और मच्छर भगाने के लिए you have to clean the environment. And the fourth general option is improving your immunity by good food. Today, because of this COVID and Corona, we are all at home. And since last 50 days, we have been making whatever we can at home in type of concoction. मतलब एक formula, एक liquid जिसको हम काढ़ा बुलाते हैं, immunity काढ़ा, and we take it every day. सुबह शाम पीते हैं आधा कप to improve our immunity, because that's a general method to prevent exposure to any disease. So airborne, waterborne, vectorborne and healthy food. But what are specific ways of improving your immunity, improving your chances of survival is given here. Specific ways. Number one, immunization. Half the world is running behind trying to find a vaccine for corona, because that's a specific way of saving yourself from corona. Immunization. Smallpox and polio are two diseases which has been almost eradicated. planet पे पहले हजारों लोग मरते थे, लाखों लोग मरते थे पोलियो से या स्मॉल पॉक्स से, but today hardly anybody catches this disease because they are gone because of immunization. And immunization and vaccination are more or less same thing. So vaccination is taking a vaccine जिसमें हमारे पास टिटेनस का वैक्सीन है, डिप्थेरिया का वैक्सीन है, वूपिंग कफ, मीजल्स, पोलियो, hepatitis A and jaundice, etc. So we have vaccines of many, and immunization and vaccination is a specific way of preventing yourself from a particular disease. So general and specific ways of prevention. So याद रखना, this chapter had two principles. This one is called principle of prevention, and prevention is better than cure, ऐसा बोलते हैं. So this is principle of prevention, और इसके पहले था principles of treatment. Principle of treatment डॉक्टर का काम है, principle of prevention तुम्हारा काम है. जय हिंद.